YouTube. On this video, I'm finna take y'all on a ride with me, bro. TikTok be having my hair fucked up, man. See, I got the glasses on right now because I'm on some philosophical shit, man. I'm on my learning timing right now. Feel me? This is time we take. You feel me? We not here for no This not for entertainment purposes. This for knowledge purposes. Not even this theoretical, because I can't say this is real. You feel me? Man, TikTok be fucking me up, man. Y'all gotta experience this shit with me, bro. I be in this shit, my mind's spinning, bro. I don't know if I'm learning things or niggas lying to me, bro. But my mind is spinning, bro. And I need y'all in this world with me, bro. Every time I talk to my friends about it, niggas act like I'm stupid, bro. But niggas look at me like I'm crazy. Bro, lock in, chat. Let's get it going. Let's get it going.
In the beginning, the true God is called the monad. Okay, the one. So just think of this as the core of the universe, the sun, the divine sun. The monad is so powerful that when he breathes, okay, he vibrates divine energy. And over millions of years, this divine energy creates new life forms. Okay? So the first life form are called the dyads. Dyads are just pairs, okay? Usually male, female, that are children of the monad. And they're able by themselves to create new universes as well, okay? So the dyads start to emanate, okay? So the entire universe is vibration. It's vibrational energy. It's the breathing of these cosmic beings, okay? And over time, over millions of years, these vibrations become atoms, which then leads to matter, okay? That's what they mean by mind leads to matter. Now, one of these dyads, named Sophia, decides, you know what? I can be just as good as the monad. What does the monad do? The monad is able to propagate by itself, by himself. He doesn't need to mate. So Sophia says, you know what? I'm going to produce something by myself. I'm going to have a child by myself to prove I am the monad, okay? So she does this, and she creates a new being, okay? A new being. This is called the demiurge. There are different names. We'll call them the demiurge. The demiurge is a monster, a monstrosity, because it goes against the natural order. So then Sophia is like, oops, I shouldn't have done that. So what does she do? She abandons the monstrosity. She throws him away and hides him in a sea of clouds.
So if what this dude is saying is correct, then our real God isn't our real God, because the God over him is a woman named Sophia. And that's not the full God, because she's child of Monad, who is the true God. According to this, I'm not saying any of this is real. But you get what I'm saying now? They're saying that we have our God, but over him is a woman named Sophia, and over her, she still got her siblings, and then over her is her parents, which is called the monad. So what you telling me is when they say women are really God, da da, this is where that theory is coming from Sophia. Like I said, I'm not saying this. I have no way to prove if this is real or not. I'm just showing y'all what I've been seeing on my TikTok feed. So, feel me? This is just one theory.
So no one knows he actually exists. Okay? Even the demiurge doesn't know he exists. The demiurge does not know about this world, right? Therefore, he believes that he must be the one true God.
The demiurge doesn't know about that world. But we, the people that he created, know. We know about it, though. We know about it. Okay.
Capable of creating new life. So what does he create? Us. Okay? He creates the planet Earth. And then he creates Adam and Eve. Okay? That's what a monster would do, okay? Look at this history. What kind of God would kick someone out of paradise for eating a fruit? A monster would do it, right? What kind of God would kill a people for no particular reason? A monster would do that. Okay? What kind of God would demand that a people be loyal to that person? A monster. What kind of God would enforce his will on a people? A monster. What kind of God would say to someone, you're the only person I like, everyone else I hate? A monster would do that. Okay? So, in other words, the true secret that these secret societies are trying to keep is the God we worship today, it's the false God. And we are actually in a prison created by this false God. And that's who Jesus was. Jesus was a cosmic being sent by the
This where it gets confusing. Now this where it gets confusing. Just watch. I'm gonna give y'all my take on this part.
monad to tell us the truth about the world. And that's why he died. Because the Roman Empire could not allow people to see the truth. If I told you the truth, you would know it right away. You would wake up. Therefore, the truth tellers must be killed. Okay?
How, if Jesus was supporting the idea of, he was supporting the words of who you call the demiurge, who's in the red. You're not making any. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. So Jesus isn't a part of God. Jesus is just a part of Sophia, and so but Jesus came down preaching the words of God. Like what?
So that's what these secret societies believe. They believe that the monad exists, and the mind of the monad is what creates the universe. And Jesus was sent to remind us that even though we're in a prison, there's still the monad in you. There's a spark in you, a divine light in you that you can activate. And if you activate it, then you will return to the monad. You will see the truth for yourself. And when you die, your soul, which is part of the monad, will want to return to the monad and can escape this world. But to activate this light, you must be a good person. You must love one another. You must reject money and materialism. And great.
So look, you go ahead and take everything that God said, right? First you discredit God, right? And then you go ahead and take everything God said and says, okay, yes, this is what you must do to get to heaven. Like, bro, what? Are we trying to get to God or the monad, bro? Is God the one that is God in the red, the demiurge? Is he leading us to himself, or is he trying to lead us to the monad? If he's leading us to the monad, then bro. You fucking me up, bro. You fucking me up, bro.
Grades, okay? Grades in school. You must reject competition.
You gotta get good grades. God said you gotta get good grades. That's how you get back to the monad, by getting good. Get off my screen, Joe. Y'all very stupid peasant.
I got a nice gift.
Ocho, what haven't I
We on
sent
to
you?
the next,
Hold on.
bro. Man, that was crazy.
I genuinely believe that slavery was a
Okay.
contract.
Here is another one. We talking about slavery. Feel me, yo, my TikTok be they be feeding me the fucking tea. Well, by tea, I don't mean tea to sip. I mean tea as in the letter T, standing for theories, my nigga. They be feeding me the theories, my nigga. And I'm a nigga that's about the theories, my nigga. Cause sometimes life just don't be making sense, and I need some answers. And some of the theories be making a little bit of sense, so I just be all about the theories, bro.
That white people needed to fulfill. A contract with some deity, I don't know. But this contract required black bodies. And that is exactly what it got. And those black bodies were provided in exchange for riches and privilege. It was a 400 plus year contract that is running out. And so what needs to happen now? They need to take the country back to where it was before. to renew that contract. This country is genuinely sinister. And if you don't see it now, you never will. Now, I don't know the terms of the contract, but somewhere in that contract.
See, she is somebody that has also been going down rabbit holes in TikTok with me, but she just doesn't have all the information. She's just giving pieces here. Y'all telling me things that y'all saying the same thing. Contract. Y'all saying the same thing. I beg, give us some insights. Give us some, like, give me points here. Yeah. I beg, like, bro.
There is a clause
What's the
about
clause?
black and brown
How
bodies.
do you
And
know?
don't come in here getting all
Where's your
serious. This is
sauce?
just me trying to make sense of the
Come
world.
on,
No, but
give
there is a
us-
contract.
Give us something. Give us more.
There is a contract. The
There's a
contract
contract.
was fulfilled.
Like, you pissing me off. I'm not saying you lying, but don't give me no fucking half-ass. You finna piss me off. Don't give me no fucking half-ass information. Like, what the fuck?
More dirty secrets from the civil rights movement. This is James Bevel, Reverend James Bevel. A lot of people don't know who this is, but if you've seen the movie Selma, his character was played by Common. He was married to the first lady of the civil rights movement. A lot of people say it's Rosa Parks, but it's really Diane Nash, his ex-wife. She was up there with Martin Luther King, Brian Rustin, Dr. Ralph Abernathy, and him. He did a lot of good stuff, I guess, if you believe in the civil rights movement. He was one of the leaders of SCLC. He worked on a lot of voting
ICDC college. ICDC college.
rights campaign.
I know about that.
The Poor People's Campaign. He worked at the Sanitation Campaign. He was one of the first people to say that James Earl Ray did not shoot Martin Luther King Jr. And a lot of people did not like him for saying that because he was saying that, hey, he didn't believe this. He believed something else happened. He fell out with a lot of good people. I shouldn't say they're good. He fell out with a lot of people because he had a big-ass ego. You might also know him from writing columns in the Final Call for the Nation of Islam. If you look at through the 90s and the early 2000s, you will see him on stage at Savior's Day with Minister Louis Farrakhan, where he would also speak. Wait a minute. He had a secret. What was his secret? Well, his secret, while he was living in Virginia, in 1993, he molested his own children. One daughter came out, and 3 other daughters came out. Side notes, he had 16 kids by 7 different women. So he's basically a Pookie and a Ray Ray. So, he continued to deny the claims. Virginia doesn't have a statute of limitation. So what the FBI did was they had a conversation between him and his daughter. And his daughter asked him over the phone, why did you have sex with me? And why did you make me use a vaginal deuce? And he said, I didn't want to get you pregnant. Charges was brought on him in 2005. This is when everyone severed ties with him. Nation of Islam stopped allowing him to write for their newspaper, and other groups said, hey man, we're gonna kind of excuse ourselves. So he goes to court, he gets 15 years in court, he eventually dies of cancer. His lawyer comes and says, hey, we want to appeal his conviction. They appealed the conviction. The only reason that it was overturned was no one from his family said, hey, we want to oppose the appeal. And that's how his name got cleared. But in reality, he's a 3PDO. More.
So here I go again, thinking out loud.
The craziest shit, bro. And I know a story so similar to that. And with a man that had sex with his kids and stuff like that, he held them captive for years, blah blah. And one of the kids that came out of that, I actually kind of like acquaintances with him. That shit's crazy. Like that's how you never know what a person go through in this life, bro. Like you could be seeing somebody and you just be like, what the fuck what's good with, bro? Like, but bro, you don't know what anybody went through in this life, bro. So that's why you should never judge anybody, bro. Like, just And I'm saying this like I don't be judging. I'll be judging the fuck out of people, man. But you feel me? Nigga, preachers ain't the best people in the world. The preachers ain't the best people in the world. You understand me? So you feel me? You man, just give out that knowledge, bro. Everything you heard in this life, man, is from somebody that probably don't even practice what they was preaching. But that don't make what they was preaching wrong. You feel me? I might not be the best. I might not be the right messenger, but you feel me? I'm saying the right motherfucking message.
Out and showing you what I just found out.
All praise to the Most High Yahweh family. See, brother, I wasn't even going to respond to you until you told me to get it right. I would never get under your post trying to tell you what the Most High name is when he revealed himself to you and he revealed himself to me, right?
I mean, it's a family, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't no...
What'd you say?
So you gotta go.
Who are you?
You gotta go do boss thing.
I don't like that nigga. I don't like that nigga already, bro.
You have to go. Come on.
Who are you? Allied Universal?
Yes.
And your name?
Come on.
Come on, what?
So you one of them.
Why are you saying I'm one of
You
them?
one of them. You want to be like recording it. I be watching a lot of videos. I see this, but you making people feel real uncomfortable. I'm gonna give you a contact. Okay.
Yeah, so who's the boss that says I have to go? Why is that?
What you mean? Why is that? It's people privacy.
Oh no, why is there a camera? There's a camera over there in the corner of the office.
That's for security. Are you security?
Oh, so it's for security. So if it's for security, it's okay.
Are you security?
Why
Are
would
you security?
No,
I
I'm
ain't gonna lie,
security.
you not. My bad. This is what I'm saying. Stop judging people, bro. I just told myself stop judging people. My fault, yo. My fault, gang. You not even wrong, bro.
So you can only record people if you're security? That doesn't make sense. So you can only record people if you're security?
Bro, you're not about to get no clout for this, man.
Some clout?
Yeah,
What does that
you're not
mean?
about to get no clout for this. I know people
What does
be
clout
recording,
mean?
Like the public interest, like you be recording like police stations. You probably be at police stations and everything, don't you? Oh
So
yeah,
I'm
no, I
trying
be
to-
seeing people like you all the time on videos.
And they're trying to get clout.
Coming, like-
Can you explain what clout is to me?
Bro, coming in like
I'm trying to figure it out.
Coming in like government buildings. This is how you get paid. That's how you get paid.
Is that what clout means? Money?
Is that how you get paid?
Is that how
People
I
don't
get
like
paid?
getting recorded,
Do you-
man.
How do you get paid? Every 2 weeks? Weekly?
Week, every week.
Every week?
Mm.
Cool, man. I mean, good for you.
This is the person, operation officer. You can call him and he'll give you permission to come in and do what you need to do.
I don't need... Who is this? Bill?
That's our operation manager.
Operation manager? I don't need anyone's permission to do what I'm doing.
See, I don't know what you're doing. We have like people here.
Mhm.
I don't want you to feel uncomfortable because then we have to take, they have time for this information to be videotaped or taking pictures of it.
That's not true.
Well, you make them feel very uncomfortable.
Why would that be? I've answered all your questions. Why would you feel uncomfortable? Can't do
You gotta
that.
go, bro.
Yeah, no, I would just calm down if I were you just a little bit.
You gotta
Yeah,
You
no.
gotta go. You want me to go?
Call 911 if we have to call.
So security, you're supposed to observe and report, right? That's what they teach you guys? I'm very familiar with Allied Universal, unfortunately.
That's true. That's true. You gotta observe and report. You don't put your hands on nobody.
911 has you on hold?
Nah,
That's
I
funny.
went
That is
for
crazy.
Allied. I was a big fan of that motherfucking observe and report. Cause nigga like me, I ain't interfering in nothing that's finna put me in danger for no motherfucking $16 an hour. Eat me. Are you dumb? Eat me. I'm not doing that shit. Eat a dick. I will observe.
Luckily, it's only a guy.
My body, man. I observed, and I didn't even report. They just made my job harder.
With a camera, not some real threat. Excuse me.
Our office is closed at the present
They're
time.
not closed. You have members of the public in there. Don't do this. Don't do this.
The office is closed.
It's
at the
not
present time.
closed. It's not closed. It's not closed. We need to hold you accountable.
I want the door shut.
You want the door shut?
I want it shut. And I want it.
You're not gonna touch me. You're not gonna touch me. You're not gonna touch me. Stop. Get off of me, man. Hey, get off of me.
Don't put yourself in a situation where you're
I'm telling you that. You're gonna get an education here today. You're gonna get an education. You're going to. And you're gonna be held accountable one way or another.
Oh my God, man, be quiet. I don't care what you're talking about. I really don't.
So you're gonna either lose your job,
I'm not
that's
losing
for
my
sure.
job. I'm not
I'll be
losing
back
my
here.
job.
I'm from far away from here, but I'll be back to see if you're still working here. I promise you
I
that.
promise you, yeah, that's why I like that. And I'll be right here like this. Like this, because I'm still working here. What are you talking about?
You won't
Go
be.
ahead.
You won't be.
Oh my God.
You'll be lucky you don't leave here in cuffs today.
I'm not gonna leave. Why would I leave here?
Because you assaulted me on camera.
And I knew that Christianity was the truth because that's the only religion that the occult's afraid of.
Okay. You gotta say it again, man.
That's the only religion that the occult, these Luciferians, is afraid. That's the only religion they're afraid of. Because that's the only one that has power. It's the only one that has power. Buddha, the devil, is not afraid of Buddha. The devil's not afraid of Muhammad. He's not afraid of Krishna. And no disrespect to people, but they're not. It's a false religion, bro. So why would the devil be afraid of something that he created?
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? The gospel is the only thing that the devil couldn't create. It's the only thing. And so that's why, look at it. We just saw recently with Hollywood, they had cast, it was like a lesbian black woman to play Jesus Christ.
Yes.
They don't do that with Islam. They don't do that with...
Never.
Never. Why? Because there's no weight in those religions. There's no weight in the spirit. Like, none. Like, we see time and time again that Christianity is the only thing that's mocked. They won't even report about Christian persecution. 70 Christians get beheaded in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and where's the news media at? The only major outlet I saw reported was Fox News, and that was like 5 days after the story had already gotten really big. But guarantee, if there was an Islamophobic attack or something like that, or anti-Semitic attack, it would be all over the news.
Come on,
all over. But if it's if it's an attack on Christianity, they don't want to talk about it. Why? Because they don't want to bring awareness to it, because that's what they're trying to do. They want Christians to get attacked. They want to exterminate the gospel.
Come on.
These principalities and these demonic rulers, they can only gain territory in the spirit when there are less true Holy Spirit-filled believers. Because God gave us the power to hold it down.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So they will try to not shed light on these things because God gave us authority to push weight in the spiritual realm. And I knew that Christianity was the truth because that's the only religion that the occult...
Keep me on this side of TikTok, man. I'm not trying to be hearing all this shit about telling me God is a false God. The God I worship is a false God. The God I worship is a false God. Are you stupid? Yeah, all right. Shit, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Everything in this life is controlled, bro. Like, ain't no reason for traffic. Ain't no reason that we should be having fucking traffic, bro. Just fucking drive your car, bro, and it won't be no traffic. Simple. Just like it's no traffic at fucking 12 p.m., it should not be no fucking traffic at 3 p.m. It don't matter if it's more cars on the road. Just move fucking forward and everybody will continue to move forward. Like, bro, just drive your fucking car, bro. Like, goddamn. But look, it be shit like this. The police, the fucking government just controlling everything, bro.
I almost jumped on your ass. You hear me?
A little breakfast before we get to Florida.
You need anything else, baby?
Thank you.
Sorry, his name is Max.
I'm sorry, it's just a Southern hospitality thing that I call somebody baby. I did not want your name. I promise.
I hope so.
A little breakfast before we get to
You
Florida.
need anything else, baby?
She looked up like, what?
Thank you.
Sorry, his name is Max.
I'm sorry, it's just a Southern hospitality thing that I call somebody baby. I did not want your name. I promise.
I hope so.
A little breakfast before we get to
You
Florida.
need anything else, baby?
Can you have money on his dress?
Listen to this. So I'm gonna tell you a very humbling experience. Some of the young people or some people ask me, what changed me? What made me grow up? I tell them a simple story. One day I had a brand new BMW. I'm driving. So I look over to my left. There's a guy driving a Prius. And while he's driving his Prius, I look over at him like, yeah, look at me. And I'm gonna tell you something funny. He rolled down his window humbly and said, man, that's a nice car. Maybe I can get there one day. And I looked at him and was like, nah, maybe you can, arrogantly. So when you look back, I wasn't being humble at all.
Sharp amounts. Damn, bro, it's that deep.
Watch closely. This mask snatcher thought he was about to grab a Samsung phone in seconds, but he had no idea what was waiting for him. Stick around, because what happens next will shock you. For a few minutes, nothing seemed to happen. The street was busy, cars were passing, people walking, and then it happened. Out of nowhere, a suspicious bike rider appeared. He wasn't alone. At the back of the bike, another guy sat, wearing a face mask. The moment we saw them, our instincts told us something was wrong. Welcome back to Street Aware, the channel where we expose real street snatching tactics through raw social experiments. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment telling us where you're watching from.
You stalking us?
Huh?
Are you stalking us?
Not stalking. I got a right to move around, just like you got a right.
I'm just saying, are you following me, sir? I know you have the right to move around. I just want to know if you're following me.
Yeah, keeping an eye on you.
You keeping an eye on me? Why are you doing that for? What's level 1?
On people versus the board. I could follow you wherever you go, sir.
Oh yeah, you can follow me wherever I go?
How about the people that are committing crimes? What about them?
Why you don't go get criminals, bro? Stop playing with me, bro. I got a camera and I'm exercising my right. So go get criminals, bro.
Okay. Look what you do.
You see my people? They act like they clean. And you saw him in the other channel. You saw him in the other video. They act like they clean. But look at this dirty ass talking about he gonna follow me.
Follow me.
What time you clock out? Because I have mad batteries. What time you clock out?
Not too long from now.
Huh?
Not too long.
Call your sergeant for me, please.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Call your sergeant for me, please.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Call your sergeant.
I'm gonna call your sergeant.
Yeah, you're gonna call your sergeant today.
No, I'm not gonna call my...
Why you not gonna call your sergeant?
It's not in my policy that I have to. Sir.
It's not in your what?
My policy. I don't have to.
I need your sergeant because you're over here talking and you're gonna stalk me and my son and you're gonna follow me around. So I need to make a complaint against you for doing that shit.
You'd like to make a complaint?
Call your sergeant. I need your sergeant on site.
I'm not gonna call my sergeant.
You're not gonna call your sergeant?
I could give you a phone number if you.
What's your sergeant's phone number?
It's 914-422-6111.
Call his sergeant, say. Call him.
That's how you treat the people. You don't mind, boss.
If I don't mind what?
On the sidewalk.
I'm in the parking spot, bro. I'm not on the sidewalk and I'm not on the street. I'm not on the street. So find something else. Go fishing to the lake.
Okay.
Go fishing to the lake. You heard?
Okay.
All right. You dirty ass. You calling?
What's your sergeant number again? 914-422-6111.
Make sure the body camera's on again.
Oh, trust me, boss. It's rolling.
All right, all right.
That's the police department. Yes, it is. You can contact the supervisor at that phone. We need a supervisor here.
Yeah, we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it. Don't worry about it. And I'm gonna make sure you keep it moving. Okay. All right? I'm gonna make sure you go get to work. Go get criminals, bro.
Okay.
Stop stalking.
Hello. Can you send the sergeant to our scene that we got here with your officer?
Yes, we have an officer here stalking us, talking about he's gonna violate our rights. Please send the sergeant ASAP. ASAP.
I'm sorry? What is it? Where are we? North Guard. We're in North Guard? No. I'm North Guard. You're in North Guard? Yeah, North Guard. You're in North Guard? Yeah.
North Guard supervisor.
North Guard. Uh-huh. And you're at Mamaroneck and Martine. We're at Mamaroneck and Martine. Close enough. Close enough?
You won't be dismissed in a second.
Okay.
And you blocking people, bro. What are you doing, bro?
Are you sending them?
You blocking people, bro. They're about to hit you, bro. What are you doing?
Hello? You're blocking a parking spot.
I'm not blocking. This is not no parking spot. This looks like a parking spot to you? Huh?
It does.
It does look like a parking spot to you, my boy. Look. That's a parking spot to you? You got the lights on with no emergency, and you double park, bro. You're going to cause an accident, and there's no emergency here. There's only two guys exercising the rights to record in public, and you decided to stalk them and follow them. What's wrong with you? How you gonna stalk me like that, bro?
I stalked you.
Yeah, you said it. You admitted it. You gonna follow us. Yeah, you said it. You admitted it. You gonna follow us.
Yeah.
And then what? You gonna shoot us?
No.
And then what?
Deliver with DoorDash.
What's your name?
Stay away from me.
They broke into my car 5 times.
Did anyone else know?
Okay, this is a crash out post. I'm currently...
Y'all ever heard about the Yakub story?
What in the forehead is going on? No. What have you done? Oh, you son of a bitch. But he's not real. He is not real. It's a story that's been made up. You told me that he wasn't real. Who is this? Who the hell is this? So somebody's trying to say that Yakub was a real person. And he died in 4570 BCE. And now you're trying to tell me that KSI is a reincarnated version? Ah, you son of a forehead. So Yakub was known as the big head scientist. And they say he was the first racist towards black people. He hated his own kind. But many years later, the story of Yakub was debunked. Apparently, somebody made it up. Now, I don't know what the truth is.
No one has actually sat down and studied the European. No one has gone into looking at the European from an anthropological standard, how they really are, where they really came from. What is the nature of this person? What is the nature of this tribe, this clan, this family? So what I'm going to do is give you a background into nutritional causes of what we call today racism. Now, the Europeans came from somewhere, first of all. They claim they walked from Asia all the way up to Europe, and they established their civilization in Europe. They took a 4,000-mile walk from Asia up to Europe. That is their claim. And they claim their race is from 3 Sanskrit words. That is their claim. But the only thing we have historically to document them is what the facts are. There are a lot of people who claim that they were made and created in a laboratory, the Europeans. There are a lot of people who claim they are a degenerate black person, someone who suffers from a melanin deficiency. That is true. But the facts are they came from somewhere. So we can look at where they came from and what caused them to behave the way they behave, strictly as a science, like you look at any other animal. There are human beings that behave like animals, and then there are animals that behave like human beings. So we're going to look at some animals that behave like human beings. Now, according to, let me go to the chalkboard for a minute. Now, we're going back to maybe 1.5 million years ago. And during that period of time, they had what they call the Ice Age. And that was about 1.5 million years ago. May I have your attention, please?
Yo, they be like 2,000 years ago, 4,000 years. Now you mean to tell me 1.5? How the fuck did you know? Oh. How the fuck did you know?
I'll let him pause there.
Dealing with abusive relationships. Rule 102. The challenges of international, interracial relationships is in rule.
Yeah, so we know that the Ice Age started, the most recent one started 1.5 million years ago.
Recent one, okay.
And it just stopped about 10,000 years ago. That's when it stopped 10,000 years ago. And the ice receded about 5,000 years ago. And the Europeans entered into history 4,000 years ago. This is when they first recorded this race called the Europeans 4,000 years ago. That was recorded on a pallet, on a mace head in Africa when they first met the Europeans. That's 4,000 years ago. So this is when they entered history. And of course, they entered history violently. And we say they were violent people. Well, they came from the Ice Age. Now, we're in Europe. We're around France, Germany, Sweden, Slavic countries. Those areas are known as glaciated. Glaciated soil, when the ice melts, the ice floods the area, and when it floods, it washes away all the vital nutrients. This is what happens.
I'm hungry, but like, so I'm kind of fucked up right now, so I can't really. Okay, that's it. That's I guess.
Germs, and one of these germs could be separated from him and used to create new races of people.
In the germ of the black man, the life germ, Yaqub saw the brown germ. And he said that if he could separate that brown germ, he could drive it into its last stage and clothe it with flesh and give it form and expression. And that Mr. Yaqub did.
The Yak figured out a technique to dilute the black man down into a lesser species that would be easy for him to control. He called this technique grafting, which was basically just eugenics, and he could use it to build that army. At age 18, he started recruiting people to help him get started with his experiments. So he basically started a cult and would entice people by telling them that they would have riches and slaves beyond their imagination. Before too long, Yaqub had a following of tens of thousands. But he also started getting the attention of the police, who considered Yaqub and his followers a threat. So they started rounding them up and throwing them in prison. All the jails in Mecca were overflowing with Yaqub's disciples. When the king of Mecca got word about what Yaqub was up to, he wasn't surprised at all.
You have to understand that all of Yaqub's actions were predicted long before his birth.
This is Oki. He's one of the world's foremost experts on Yaqub.
8,400 years before Yaqub's birth, the wise black scientists prophesied that one of their own would bring devils onto the earth, who would rule the planet for 6,000 years. The king of Mecca, being one of the scientists himself, was well aware of the prophecy.
The king knew he couldn't fight destiny, so instead of executing Yaqub, he allowed him to carry out his experiments and even funded them. But he told him to get the hell out of Mecca and do it somewhere else. So Yaqub, along with 59,999 of his followers, went to the island of Patmos off the coast of Greece. Once on the island, Yaqub got together a team of doctors, engineers, and scientists to figure out the best way to create a new race.
Next week, something big's gonna go down. All right, I don't want to spoil anything, but tune in.
They implemented a strict system of eugenics where darker-skinned babies would be eliminated and only the light-skinned ones could reproduce. This is also believed to be the origin of Planned Parenthood germs. And one of these germs could be separated from him and used to create new races of people.
In the germ of the black man.
No
one.
The man, the scientist, the demon, the demiurge, the father of all albinoids. Yaqub. Yaqub was no ordinary child, even for a Shiite or Sinin, as his head was twice the size of a human's head. Yaqub also had 2 brains, doubling his already massive Shiite brain
capacity. So that means I gotta go back to the first video we watched. That means I might have interpreted it wrong. The demiurge that Sophia created was not the God that we worship. They're saying that Sophia is the God that we worship. Therefore, that's how she sent Jesus down to tell the truth, but was killed. Oh, okay. So the demiurge is either the devil or the Yaqub or just somebody that's actually. That makes a lot more sense. But they're still saying that God is a woman though. But yeah, I can't. If God, man, that's not what the Bible says.
Yaqub himself would not live within the hollow earth, as his parents' affair was a great violation of Shiite and Sunni laws and customs, forcing the new family to remain on the surface. So Yaqub spent his early years living in his uncle Ammo's house near modern-day Mecca, Saudi Arabia. Fuqor, however, soon found out about this affair, and sent his troops to the surface to find the family, and had Yushak arrested and put to death for his actions. Lucina was allowed to live due to her now having a child to care for, but was barred from ever returning to the Hollow Earth. Overwhelmed by these punishments, her new child, and the death of her lover, Lucina committed suicide, leaving Yaqub as an orphan in the care of his uncle Ammo. Yaqub's life is already horrifically tragic. witnessing death and sorrow over things he has no control over, abandoned by his people and scorned by those on the surface. This is where the seeds of crackerdom are first sown. Yaqub, traumatized by the death of his parents, develops a deep resentment of the Shi'ite people, and eventually begins to hate all peoples with dark complexions like the Shi'ite, seeing them all as responsible for his parents' deaths. The man, the scientist, the demon, the demiurge, the father of all albinoids. Yaqub. Yaqub was no ordinary child, even for a Shi'ite or Sinin, as his head was twice the size of a human's head. Yaqub also had 2 brains, doubling his already massive Shi'ite brain capacity. Yaqub himself would not live within the hollow earth, as his parents' affair was a great violation of Shi'ite and Sinin laws and customs, forcing the new family to remain on the surface. So Yaqub spent his early years living in his uncle Ammo's house near modern-day Mecca, Saudi Arabia. Fuqar, however, soon found out about this affair, and sent his troops to the surface to find the family, and
and the way she said it has the whole internet convinced she wasn't holding back. Lil Baby and Jada Waiter's relationship has always been, but right now, but here's the thing. No, so when Jada started opening up about her last relationship and how she once thought about rekindling things with Lil Baby, people finally started connecting the dots.
Towards the end of 2023, the beginning, I definitely tried to tap back into my relationship, and it didn't work out.
That's when she hinted at something fans never thought she'd admit, that Lil Baby wasn't exactly straight with her, and she wasn't talking about loyalty.
I would say my last relationship definitely taught me, when somebody show you who they are, the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th time, you have to believe them. No matter how much, time really don't heal.
Guys, risk. More disturbing update.
They just said a whole bunch of nothing.
Yaqub alayhi salam knew that they're lying. He also knew before any of this happened that their sons are going to do no good. So when they were convincing him to let him go, it's interesting if you say, we're going to take our brother with us, he's going to play Yarta' wa Yal'ab. He didn't say that I am afraid that a wolf will eat him. Because when something hasn't happened yet, you don't mention sadness, you mention fear. But he says, لا يحزنني أن يأكله الذئب. It's making me sad that a wolf will eat him. Sadness doesn't have to do with the future. Sadness has to do with the past. Fear has to do with the future. You don't get sad about the future. You get sad about the past. When Yaqub alayhi salam is mentioning something that will happen in the future, but he's expressing sadness, it's almost as if he's saying, the wolves are already here and they've been making me sad for a long time. It's really interesting indirect language to suggest that he understands that the actual wolves that are going to eat his son have been trying to eat him for all this time, and now they've reached a point of no return, which is actually what makes him sad. He has a deep sadness about what his sons are actually saying to him right now, and he also knows he doesn't have the power to stop them. It's now or at some other point, something is going to happen, right? And he knows when they say, oh, let Yusuf come with us, he's going to play. You're not the kinds of brothers that normally play with him. You're not the kinds of brothers that speak nicely to him. I know the looks you give him, and I know you're not interested in going and playing with him. Something else is going on here, and the fact that you are...
He told them to go and deceive all you can.
Okay, this is a crash out.
That's what I got for y'all, man. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Gotta get my day started. Peace.